Alright, hello there everyone, and welcome back to the Red Brain channel. Today we're checking out the game Slay the Princess. This is a game that I'm in the process of reviewing, and so I thought I'd bring you guys along for the adventure. I know it's past Halloween, but you know, a little bit of spookiness or weirdness in November never hurt anybody. So, let's hop on in.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Cool.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, how so? Here we go. Okay. Yeah, there you go.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Do you have any... Yeah, there we go. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I mean, I don't even know what the beginning of the journey was. How do I know I'm not being brainwashed by you or someone else? Let's see.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
I mean, I don't see a timer.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
But if causality doesn't matter, then in theory, the princess staying in the cabin or leaving the cabin would not affect the world ending.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
I don't know how much I trust you, Mr. Narrator. Oh, there we go. Consider that maybe I'm okay with the world ending.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
You haven't met my friends then.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but
sure.
Surely you're not one of those, right?
I mean, we just met, so how do you know? But I go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. Anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Alpha Monarch. Yeah, we'll do this.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Alright, well, let's roll the dice, baby.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Will do.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Hello there, new voice.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Was that my person's physical voice? Or... oh, there's nothing else to do? Just proceed to cabin? Okay. I like the art style.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The
Okay.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Not giving me a lot of options, but... Alright, enter the basement. I'll get the blade later.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I mean... Depends on her upbringing, I guess.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
I don't have any faith in the hero.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I mean... Listen, I think everyone's fooling me right now, but, you know, we'll see. Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Okie dokie.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Maybe? Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Howdy. What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Alright, she's dodging the question. Oh no.
Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
You're an idiot. I can press for the... Is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
I don't like that.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Dormammu.
That's right.
Hey, okay, at least
Even
someone else
thought
does.
to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
Wait, what?
Upstairs, get the blade and slay her before it's too late.
I mean... No one, or most people don't ever pick their own name, but okay, whatever. First you have, well, we've been eating and drinking. Yeah, there you go.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
That has to do with a lot of things.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
That's very relevant, good sir.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Thank you, Mr. Hero. Can I grab that? Oh, there it goes. Oh, did for a little bit. Ah! Oh, there you go. Yo, what if I be straight up with her? Just like, hey, I was on here slaying. You're supposed to end the world. Can't believe they give you. Yeah, I'll do this.
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
¿Por qué no los dos? Why not both?
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
Okay. She's getting
It's
hostile.
not like you'd believe me.
Don't knock till you try it. I don't know you, you don't know me.
You're only making this more difficult.
I mean, we'll see.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
Maybe, but that's mine to make, buddy. You're not controlling my body.
No, you're doing the right thing.
You're an idiot, so I don't feel too confident in your vote of confidence.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No. Do you?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around there up there. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Yeah, that works.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Thank you.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Okay.
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Fun.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Did you do this, Mr. Narrator? I feel like you did this.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
I mean... yeah.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I mean, I'm just stuck down here with a princess. That may or may not feed on people, considering that she hasn't said what she eats, and I don't see any other grub down here. So, yeah.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah, seems like it.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Okay.
She barely
hello,
raising
Madam
her arm to
Gollum.
her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
This one might be insane in the membrane. I'm not sure.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Okay.
Or we could use it to free her.
Maybe.
You won't like
I mean,
what
she's a bit of a
happens
freak.
if you do that.
She'd be a freak, but we could free her. Yeah, we'll save the princess.
Fine.
This guy does not like me.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her.
Wait, my arms are disgusting. What?
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Yeah, I think we should get that cleaned up before we go any further.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
The wound?
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Great.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
I'm with the hero on this one. He's an idiot, but I'm with him.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Something that I don't want to do, but this guy's being kind of an ass about. Wait, there's a warn her. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Apparently I found a loophole. Let's go.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
But
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I mean, I don't trust you. Oh, and is there another? Yeah, okay. There is. Resist. Yes.
The blade. Move the blade.
Help me, princess.
Your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance. The princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
You're quite right. I'm not in full control of my body. Just give me a moment to get over this.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I mean, defying you, buddy.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, no, this was not part of the agreement.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Great.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Damn, the hero's actually holding up. Okay.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Have we?
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Alright then.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound. It won't be long before you bleed out.
Yeah, narrator has a point.
I'm so sorry.
Alright.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
I mean, if it is a short game.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Damsel. Oh, okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What's happening?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, deja vu is definitely setting in.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Doubt.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Who are you? Hello.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Wait, 4 of us. Wait, there's me, the 2 voices that are on my side, and the narrator. There should only be 4 voices total. I don't think the narrator's going to be on our side, Mr. Smitten.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I mean, hey, if it's a good peck, what can I say?
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Oh, this guy lathers it on. This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened. Yeah.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Alright. That's how you want to play it. Well, that's a good question, yeah. I should rather do anything.
Very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. You were the one who did us in, villain.
Okay, Mr. Smitten.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
I mean, we're not entirely sure, though.
I beg to differ.
You're excessive.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
I mean, I died last time, so a good chance that that won't be happening.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I mean, I don't see any consequences besides a new voice in my membrane, that's it.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Princess goes on killing spree? And or shopping spree?
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I don't know. We'll never know.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
I don't like you, Mr. Smith. I hate the narrator, but I hate you even more.
Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
I mean, but you're providing no evidence, my good sir. No evidence of the princess being the reason for the world being destroyed, or why, or anything. Let's talk about this princess. Yeah, there we go.
Just be quick about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her knife how she's within the world. Who locked her? Yeah, this is the other
Just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Mr. Smitten, you're making Mr. Hero seem intelligent. Stop that.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Alright, fine.
Right, now if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
It's already in ruin, or it's, whatever. See, we turn around and leave. Proceed to the cabin. I'll do that later.
A warning before you go any further.
Is it the warning you gave me last time?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Sure.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Can I punch a voice in my head? If I could, I would punch Mr. Smitten. Right here, right now.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
You're ridiculous.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
See you to the cabin.
The interior of
Oh.
the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Well, this is different. Now, what about the mirror?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
Oh my gosh.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
I mean, sure, it looks like one. Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I mean, I do like myself a good preening once in a while. Yeah. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I realize how ugly I look right now. Like, look at that hand. That's nasty.
But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Gosh, I hate you. Yeah.
Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
I mean, you weren't here the last time around, buddy.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Doubt.
So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
Alright. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Oh, I want to bash you.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us again.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Basement time.
The door to the basement.
Oh, this is much
cracks
nicer.
open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I mean, that's what you sort of said last time, except, you know, a little different because it's stone.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Sounds slightly different, but not too different.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
No, you can't.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yeah, I'm with the hero on this one. He's an idiot, but I'm with him.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's
That's a
heavy
different
chain
dress.
around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Yeah, can you stop talking in my head right now, please?
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Huh? Wait a minute. Okay, so she remembers.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
She said we're coming back. So that means she remembers the other world.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
I mean, the other guy really is voice of the hero. So, I mean, being called a hero, kind of on the nose.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Thank you. Alright, we're all on the same page now.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
No, he did not. I mean, not quite.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Okay.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
I mean, we don't know if she's actually ended that world. We just know that we died in the other world.
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
For the first time in a while, at least ever actually hearing his voice, I agree with Mr. Smitten on this one.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Yeah, let me ask her that. And her that, why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
No!
Did we?
No!
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
No. Not true.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Yeah, okay, what happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Wait a minute, hold on. No, there has to have been more that happened. What did you do with your life in the alternate reality that we left? But before we start talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No!
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
I mean, not quite. No, I don't want the world to end. Yeah, they're about the world ending. Well, it sucks people are a plague. I hope you. No, I don't want the world to end. There you go.
Then I didn't end the world.
You just gave me an answer that I wanted to hear. Okay.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
I'm sorry, not like this princess.
Not so sure.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Hero. Yeah, there we go.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Okay.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
I mean, a lot of this unsettles me, buddy. I haven't trusted anyone in this game so far.
That's because she's perfect.
Stop talking, Mr. Smitten.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I mean, how do you know, Mr. Narrator? You don't know.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I mean, all of you guys are driving me insane. Yeah.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
That, I don't know how to feel about that.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Is that an option?
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand into her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
I listen, I'm with you, Mr. Hero, on this one. I've been agreeing with you more and more.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I mean, we look like a monster, so I don't know. We're gonna rescue. One more time, we're gonna rescue.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, you'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes.
Damn, alright.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Okay.
You wouldn't.
I
would.
Okay, a battle of wits happening,
Listen to
y'all.
him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Hey, no Gollum face and cutting of hands. Okay.
I can't believe it. I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Mr. Smitten, you've done the impossible.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Eh, don't think about it.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved.
I mean, I want to see where this can go. I want to see if we can get out of the cabin.
Is that a threat?
Oh.
You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
I mean, I got more power now.
What do we do now?
That's a good question. What do you want to
Let
do?
me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before. I mean, you sort of did last time. But this is different.
Hey.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Exactly.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I mean, for all we know, the reason why if she did end the last world, the only way she might have done that is if she presumed that whoever was outside was completely evil because we died in the way that we did, and she blamed them for her having to kill us. Mental gymnastics right there, folks.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we can figure out the rest later.
That sounds perfect.
The music and her voice just changed a little bit.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Yeah, you can't take control of my body anymore. Gabagoo.
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Well, alright. Wasn't expecting that to happen again. I forgot that happened last time.
That's a familiar move.
Mr. Narrator, do you do this again?
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Well, now the two of us, you know, we're all on the same page. We should be able to, you know.
She's right.
Bust us
It
down.
isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the
What about the window?
strength of true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Yeah, you do need to get over that. I mean, she's pretty, but, you know, we only just met.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
You and me both, Mr. Hero. Oh, there you go. I finally have options. Okay. I think we will be if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door. Together. Blech. And... the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Hey, victory, baby!
I told you our love was insurmountable.
You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
I don't know if you can get drunk that quickly, unless you're a lightweight.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Hey! Romantic haze.
Our happy ending at last.
That sounds ominous.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Well, this is,
Cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat of a princess.
the world is ending, not because of anything she does, but because... Oh? Bye, princess! Don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away and has left something else in her place. A mirror.
She's gone. Where did she go?
Oh, the narrator's actually like,
Try and
God.
find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. Yeah.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
I mean, guys, listen. I haven't trusted any of you. Let's just approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
I mean, I've done a lot of things people have told me not to do. The only option to ignore? Yeah, only ignore them. Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. What? Proceed to the cabin? Oh! Hi, princess.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay. Who am I talking to? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Yeah, that's right. I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me.
Okay.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I mean... maybe the universe still exists? But the world we were on is dead? Do you know... oh, yeah, do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
You would send me to slay the princess, or you would trap me here.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Well, that's ominous. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Or were you always princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Kind of? Yeah, do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Yeah, what happens now?
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Okay.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Interesting. Yeah, how many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
Yeah.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Okay. You're being semantic now. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay. I'm not going back. Wait. Are you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait, you could wait forever? Oh.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
I don't even know what that question means.
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.